This is a short video tutorial to show you how to change the fonts on the BRG Worldview Clock. Every BRG Worldview Clock includes an IR remote control and a keyboard with integrated touchpad. If your Worldview Clock is a Wi-Fi model, you will have a wireless keyboard. If your Worldview Clock is set up for a secured area, then you will have a wired keyboard. Step 1. If you have a Wi-Fi model, turn on your wireless keyboard. If you have a non-Wi-Fi model, plug your keyboard into the USB jack on the left side of the time zone clock. Step 2. There are two ways to stop the display and return to the Worldview Schedule Editor. 1. You can press the close button on the remote control. 2. Move the cursor over a zone and left tap the touchpad twice. A cursor will appear along with the outline for the zone contents. Move the cursor over the button labeled Close All at the bottom right of the zone outline and click on the Close All button. This will cause all of the zones, dates, logos to disappear from the screen. Step 3. If this is the first time you are editing the clock for the day, you should see a window with a blue background titled Worldview Schedule Editor. If so, move your cursor to the green button just below the middle of the window titled Time Zone Display Editor. Click on that button. If you have edited other items in the Worldview Clock earlier in the day, you will see a window with a yellow background titled Time Zone Display Editor. Step 4. Locate the two drop-down boxes located about 3/4 of the way down the window labeled Time Font Selector and Label Font Selector. In the Time Font Selector drop-down, there are 4 fonts. The default font is Microsoft Tylu, the 7-segment font that represents a 7-segment LED display, the 16-segment font that represents a 16-segment LED display, and the Arial Rounded, which is a thinner font than Tylu. In the Label Font Selector dropdown, there are 4 fonts. The default font is Microsoft Tylu, the 5x8 dot font that represents a dot matrix LED display, the 16-segment font that represents a 16-segment LED display, and the Arial Rounded, which is a thinner font than Tylu. The software allows you to choose any combination that you desire. This is an example of the Microsoft Tylu font selected for the entire clock. This is an example of the 7-segment font selected for time and the 16-segment font selected for the zone labels and date. This is an example of the 7-segment font selected for time and the 5x8 font selected for the zone labels and date. Note: if you select the 5x8 font for the date, you will need to change the date format from one of the predefined date formats in the drop-down box at the lower left of the date editing window that will fit on your monitor. This is an example of the 16-segment font selected for time and the 5x8 font selected for the zone labels and date. This is an example of the Arial Rounded font selected for the entire clock. Step 5. Saving and resetting your Worldview time zone clock. Once you are satisfied with the font combination that you have selected, tap the touchpad anywhere on your monitor and all of your zones will disappear and take you back to the Time Zone Display Editor window. To save these changes, then you will want to click on the yellow Save button. It will save it as the configuration that is showing in the Save as Template drop-down menu at the upper right of the window. If you don't want to save the changes, you can click on the green Test button or press the Run button on the remote control to repopulate the time zone screen or screens. That ends this tutorial. For additional information and support, contact the BRG Tech Support Team. US and Canada, 1-800-295-0220. International, 1-316-788-2000. Email: sales@brgproducts.com. Website: brgprecision.com. Support hours: Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Central Time.